Hey, what's going on YouTube, and welcome back to Tech Conversations. Firstly, if you haven't already, make sure to check out Luxalgo. Luxalgo is an AI platform that lets you build and deploy your own trading indicators, powered by some legendary tools and used by over 15,000 traders, including myself. And I'll actually show you one of their own premium indicators later on in today's video. But right now, if you sign up to Luxalgo by using my link in the description below, you can get up to 40% off their premium indicators. Keep in mind, you can also get 30 days risk-free, so why not try them out? So go ahead and check out Luxalgo. I'll put a link to them in the description below. Also, make sure to check out the Discord, completely free to join. I'll put a link to it in the description below as well. We're almost at 10,000 members in here, so thank you to everyone that's joined our Discord. Now let's get right into today's video. So today I want to talk about the S&P 500 and the Nasdaq 100 and some very interesting things that are happening. So let's first take a quick look here at the Fear and Greed Index. So remember, the Fear and Greed Index is a way to gauge stock market movements and whether stocks are fairly priced. The theory is based on the logic that excessive fear tends to drive down share prices, and too much greed tends to have the opposite effect. So if we take a look here, we're sitting at 43, which means we are back in fear here. Now let's go over to TradingView here. Let's take a look at the chart for both the Nasdaq 100 and the S&P 500. So let's go over to TradingView. I'll put a link to TradingView in the description below. Really great charting tool. And right now we're on QQQ. And so like I mentioned, let me first show you here one of Luxalgo's premium indicators, their signals and overlays indicator. So this indicator comes with confirmation and exit signals. So confirmation signals, which are denoted as these green and red boxes here, aim to confirm any potential action a trader might take and are more effective when used in confluence with other features. There are also exit signals, so denoted by the X's that you see here. So these aim to help traders find areas to consider exiting a position based on a previous confirmation signal. So for example, if you saw this confirmation signal here, it could have helped you in your analysis to confirm going long, and then this exit signal could have potentially helped you find an area to consider exiting. We also have the smart trail. So this red and blue region in the middle here. So an uptrend is indicated when the price is above the smart trail, and a downtrend when the price is below the smart trail. The smart trail also displays support areas in this blue shaded area and resistance areas in this red shaded area. There are also reversal zones. So these zones that you see here as red and green shaded right there. So these zones are designed to help the user find potential bottoms or tops. So go ahead and check out Luxalgo. I'll put a link to them in the description below. Now let's go ahead and remove this indicator. Let's go over to the monthly chart here and let's zoom out. So as you can see, there's already a drawing here on the chart on QQQ. And so let me start with this drawing here. So back in October, I shared this chart on QQQ on Twitter. QQQ has formed this broadening chart pattern for years. And so when I shared this back in October, QQQ was right at the upper trend line. Naturally, there will be a lot of resistance at this level, just like we saw in 2021 when it was at that upper trend line as well. And so guess what happened? If we go back here, what happened after, in October here when I posted this? QQQ pulled back. There was just too much resistance at that level. So go ahead and follow me on Twitter. I share things like this that can potentially help you make better trading decisions. Now, if we switch over to the daily chart now, and let's go ahead and remove my drawings here. Let's take a look at couple of interesting things right now. So notice there's three lines on this chart. There's this red line. This is the 200-day moving average. There's this blue line. That's the 100-day moving average. And then there's this green line. That's the 50-day moving average. The three most important moving averages that all traders are watching. And so one thing to note right now is that the 50-day moving average is about to cross below the 100-day moving average, as well as prices below both of those moving averages. So this is generally seen as a bearish signal, indicating that short-term price momentum is weakening and falling below the established medium-term trend. So this cross often suggests that the asset is entering a downtrend or a period of sustained selling pressure. So the next thing to watch for here is price moving below the 200-day moving average, as well as the 50-day moving average crossing below the 200-day moving average. That is known as a death cross. Now let's go over to SPY here, the S&P 500 index. And let's talk about a couple of interesting things here. So the first thing I want to mention here again is that SPY is treading on thin ice. So first of all, it's back below its 50-day moving average. Again, the green line here, it closed below. And also, it's sitting just right above the 100-day moving average here. So far, it's been able to find support at the 100-day moving average. You can see this right here, where it actually went below, but still closed above. You can see this here, where it touched it and bounced. You can see this right here. So that 100-day moving average is acting as really strong support, because if it falls below that 100-day moving average, again, we could see some bigger pullbacks, right? Like you could see here what happened the last time that it broke and closed below the 100-day moving average. It's actually been a year since that has happened here. So if it breaks and closes below that 100-day moving average, which is at around 680 right now for SPY, the narrative could start to change from a healthy pullback to a more serious trend change. Now let's talk about a rare chart pattern that SPY may be forming right now, known as the diamond chart pattern. So this is one that requires a sharp eye to catch. The diamond pattern is generally a reversal chart pattern that occurs after a strong trend, indicating a potential shift in market direction. So it forms when price action expands and then contracts, creating a diamond-shaped contour. So this is a rare chart pattern. So to spot this chart pattern, you need to look for these following characteristics. So let me show you here. So number one, a broadening formation. So price initially expands, creating higher highs, as you can see here with this trend line forming higher highs, but at the same time also creating lower lows, as you can see with this trend line. So we already have half of the diamond drawn here. So we saw higher highs here and then lower lows here. Now the second part is a narrowing structure. So after that expansion, the price contracts. And then what you'll see then is lower highs and higher lows. And as you can see, that's what SPY has been doing now for a month. Here are our lower highs. And then here is our higher lows. And so let's go ahead and do this. Let's expand that there. Expand this a little bit more. So now we have the second part of the diamond. So notice what we've drawn here looks like a diamond, hence the name the diamond chart pattern. And as you can see, it's a little tricky to spot. Now the third part here is the symmetrical shape that we drew. So when trend lines are drawn, connecting the highs and the lows, they create a diamond shape. And then number four then is the breakout point. So the pattern is going to be confirmed when the price breaks out of this structure. either to the upside or downside. Now, like we mentioned earlier, this is generally a reversal chart pattern. So SPY was in an uptrend here for a long time. So reversal would mean, a pullback here. So generally we'd see a break to the downside. So we would wait to see a break and close below this line here. And of course, we'd want to use other confirmation signals like higher volume, things like that. But it could definitely also break to the upside here. It could also, you'd also want to watch for a break of this trend line here. But as you can see, we have a clear diamond-shaped pattern here that's forming with SPY. And like we mentioned as well, it's treading on thin ice with this 100-day moving average, getting closer to potentially breaking and closing below that. So anyways, if you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments section below. Check out the Discord, link to that in the description below. Hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know what you guys think, and I will see you guys next time.